The city of Miami and Miami's mayor are trying to push cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. The mayor and the city want to pay employees in Bitcoin. They want to invest surplus funds in Bitcoin, and they also wanted to collect taxes in Bitcoin. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Going way back to the early days of Bitcoin and especially leading up to 2017 and the 2017 bull run, one thing that the crypto community has always gotten really excited about is adoption. And I think everybody knew to get the price higher, we need more adoption. We need corporations, we need institutions to get into crypto, we need companies to start accepting it, we need to push awareness of it. And, over the years, people would get really excited, and Bitcoin's price would normally rise when there was some new adoption. And it was almost kind of a running joke back in 2017. It was like, if you wanted to get some easy press about your business, an easy way to do so would be like, hey, we're accepting Bitcoin. But one of the earlier companies to do this, who I think we really need to kind of give a lot of credit to for being a leader and kind of having the balls to do it, is Overstock.com. Overstock.com, I think early on was putting, they accepted crypto. They were one of the earlier companies to accept crypto. They also accepted, I want to say like 30, 40, maybe even 50 different altcoins. And whereas a lot of companies who began accepting crypto back then would immediately convert it into dollars, I think for a period of time, Overstock.com was keeping 10% in Bitcoin or crypto and converting the other, 90% into dollars. But I believe at one point they went 50-50, and they were one of the earlier companies to do this. And over the years, we've seen more people doing this. I think it's less newsworthy or less as big of a story today because, crypto is taken more seriously. It does have a lot more adoption. But we are seeing a lot of companies investing into crypto. We saw Jack Dorsey and Square Payments, Square app, wound up putting 1% of their company's funds into Bitcoin. Then Elon Musk put a bunch of Tesla's money into Bitcoin last week. There's rumors that Apple is going to put $5 billion into Bitcoin and potentially integrate a crypto wallet into the iPhone and other iOS devices. So we're starting to see a lot of this. We've seen professional athletes who want to be paid in crypto or want to be paid in Bitcoin. And now Miami is getting into this. Miami's mayor has been trying to kind of woo tech companies and venture capitalists to come to Miami. He's seen it as somebody who's fairly innovative. And so I guess it's not a huge surprise that he's pushing crypto. I'd love to hear from you guys. If your employer offered to pay you in crypto, would you take them up on it? And then also, what percentage of your salary would you wind up opting to be paid in crypto? Drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. My initial thoughts were, I'm a big crypto supporter. I like crypto, but, I don't necessarily need to be paid in crypto. Like if I want to buy crypto, I can get paid in dollars and then buy crypto. And I think taking 100% of your salary in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency would be kind of an unnecessary hassle. Even though you can find ways to kind of live off crypto, there's services that you can pay in Bitcoin and they'll pay your electric company in dollars if your electric company or gas company or cable company doesn't accept crypto. There's companies who will pay your bills for you if you pay them in crypto. But it just seems like a lot of hurdles to jump through. But I can see maybe taking a part of your salary in crypto and it'll just save you the trouble from having to go to an exchange and buy it. And then also, I'd like to hear from you guys. When we see news stories like this, majority of the time, do you think that a company actually believes in crypto and is really supporting crypto, or do you think they're doing it? In marketing, there's kind of a concept called culture hacking, where people try to attach themselves to some news story or some trending event or some cultural story. Back when you remember when that banana taped to a wall with duct tape sold for like $5 million? All of a sudden, every company on Instagram was taping their product to the wall with duct tape and posting a picture on Instagram, or over the summer, BLM or whatever else. Companies like to attach themselves to kind of trendy subjects and topics. Obviously, it's called culture hacking. Do you see this more as like culture hacking and doing it for press, or do you think people really believe in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and kind of the movement behind it? Without further ado, let's get into the story. This one comes to us from Yahoo Finance. Miami pushes crypto with a proposal to pay workers in Bitcoin. And I guess this was republished on Yahoo Finance from Bloomberg. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez proposed paying municipal workers and collecting taxes in Bitcoin, expanding a campaign to promote cryptocurrencies. The mayor wants to allow City of Miami workers to choose to receive all or a portion of their pay in Bitcoin, according to a resolution passed by the city's governing commission. In addition, the mayor proposed allowing people to pay all or part of their property taxes in crypto. Although the commission approved the resolution 4-1, it significantly dialed back its original wording. It only agreed to study the practicality of such steps rather than taking action as the original proposal had suggested. Suarez has been courting Silicon Valley investors and technology companies for months, and adopting Bitcoin is a critical part of the plan. He says, "I think we're on the cusp of seeing a major titanic shift on this," Suarez told the city commission. "It's an industry that's boisterous, vociferous, and growing, and this would send the right signal." Suarez also wants the city to analyze the feasibility to invest some government funds into Bitcoin, the resolution said. "It's not clear how much of that is actually possible. Florida statutes have strict limitations on how governments can invest surplus funds, generally restricting investments to low volatility instruments such as those issued by the U.S. government. In the past year alone, Bitcoin has shown it can double in price or lose half its value in a month's time." Suarez doesn't seem fazed by volatility. Miami Mayor's original resolution said, "is committed to promoting the emergence of Bitcoin as it continues to gain mainstream acceptance." Some city commissioners cautioned against embracing Bitcoin without a close study of the risks. "Let's analyze this before we jump in," said Manolo Reyes, a commissioner. "Maybe you're ahead of your time, maybe you're right, but let's analyze it." Suarez, who is up for re-election this year, has portrayed himself as someone who is willing to consider and promote new ideas. Late in 2020, he started engaging with Silicon Valley technology investors on Twitter, and his efforts to lure them to Miami have become a viral sensation. While Suarez's Twitter campaign may have given him new influence, the mayor of the city of Miami doesn't control the budget or municipal workforce or get a vote on a commission. He asked voters to give him more managerial power, but the initiative failed. The proposal comes in a week when Tesla Inc. disclosed that it made a $1.5 billion investment in Bitcoin, a big vote of confidence from the world's leading electric car maker. Mike Novogratz, the billionaire founder of cryptocurrency investment firm Galaxy Digital, said in an interview Monday that it's the messaging that matters, even if the investments themselves are all relatively small. In the resolution, the mayor described Bitcoin as an increasingly popular asset for people, corporations, and major investors. The plan is part of a campaign to make Miami a city that embraces new technologies, the resolution said. Ken Russell, the vice chairman of the city commission, said he's certainly not opposed to the idea of integrating Bitcoin into the city's business, but it's important to ensure we all know what we're getting into. What needs to be done is diligence, and not just from the legal perspective, he said in an interview Wednesday. It's not just a currency, it's a concept. So I thought this was kind of an interesting story. Thought you guys kind of might enjoy this one. What's your guys' prediction for Bitcoin? Let's say in the next year. So right now it's kind of crazy to think that we've been in the beer cough situation for, I guess, going on a year, right? Like probably within the next week or two is when like everything really kicked off and lockdowns kind of started. It's amazing it's been a year, but say this time next year, February, March next year, between now and then, what do you think the high price of Bitcoin is, and what do you think the low price of Bitcoin is? Do you think Bitcoin will continue to run? Do you think it'll hang around the $40,000 mark? Do you think there's any potential to see a huge sell-off or a huge crash or a huge pullback like we've seen after previous runs? A lot of people in the crypto community say, you're never going to see $3,000 Bitcoin again. You're never going to see $9,000 Bitcoin again. You're never going to see $15,000 Bitcoin again. I really, Bitcoin and crypto has been a wild ride. I really don't know where it's going to go. I was watching a video from my buddy Brian Phobos the other day, who I find to be a very knowledgeable guy and whose opinion I really respect. And I heard him say he thinks that at some point there will be a pullback, potentially to $12,000, $16,000, maybe $18,000, which would be losing well over half the value, potentially substantially more than that if it's on the lower end of his prediction. I don't know if that'll wind up coming true or not, but I never thought Bitcoin was going to fall from 20,000 to 3,000, and to be honest with you, I never thought it was going to rise back up to 40,000, at least not in the midst of everything going on right now and as quickly as it did. But let me know your guys' predictions for Bitcoin in the next year, as well as just kind of the crypto space and any thoughts that you guys have as well. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button below. Make sure to ring the bell. And I think we'll be seeing more stories like this in the near future. We'll see if the predictions about Apple wind up coming to fruition, if Apple does wind up investing in Bitcoin. I've also heard rumors of Twitter. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, like button, subscribe, all that good jazz, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.